Okay, so South Africa is accusing Israel of committing acts of genocide and has brought up the issue at the International Criminal Court. So the president of Russia was labeled as a war criminal by the ICJ, the International Court of Justice. But how does a court consider one country's leader as a war criminal and the other one as not a war criminal? It doesn't really make too much sense. So if we look at the statistics for Ukraine, for example, according to the BBC, at least 10,000 civilians from Ukraine were deceased or were killed during the conflict. And then for Gaza, the statistics are that around 19,667 civilian casualties have taken place. So that's around double the amount of Ukraine. So when you compare those two, like, it doesn't really make too much sense. But so there's this girl named Bizan or Bisan. She's from Gaza. She documents her experience in the conflict. I don't know if you guys have seen that. I think she does TikToks, but I watch her YouTube videos. And like she's around my age. And I'm like, dude, like no one's standing up for them. No one's standing up for her. Like it's hard to even put yourself in the position that she's in, you know. So it's uncomfortable, but it's reality, you know. And I could choose not to watch those videos like a lot of people, but I prefer knowing what's going on around me so that you know, knowledge is good, you know. It'll help you make decisions in life. So that's why I've been watching those videos, and nobody's really standing up for the people there, and it's disappointing. South Africa is just recently one of the hundreds of countries that's actually sort of standing up for the people. So, what is Israel's main goal with this? Like, you want to, like, if you think about it, like, do they want to wipe the land completely of any previous structure that once stood in Gaza so that they can start anew and start building? That's probably it, you know, because they know they have a certain amount of time before people start protesting in a way that will reduce their military action. Like you've seen protests around the world in favor of Palestinians, but they haven't gotten to the point where it's like they need to stop. So I think they're in a time frame. They know they have a time frame in which they need to do certain military things, and they're just getting it done with as fast as they can. I feel like it's my opinion, but and you know, according to the history books, their people went through something similar, and it's just repeating itself, but just the other way around. Um, and it's spreading. I don't know if you guys have seen the. It started with Hamas, then it went to the Houthis blocking certain ships from, you know, navigating through the Red Sea, and then there was recently an airstrike in Yemen. Like, who goes striking another inside another country that's independent? Like, you just don't do that. It doesn't. Um, the math, the math doesn't math, you know. Um, but yeah, they dropped some bombs recently. I think it was today or yesterday, inside Yemen, an independent country. So it's like, come on. But yeah, I mean, you can agree with um, the things I've said or not, but it's reality. And these statistics are real. They might be biased since it's the one of them is from the Ukraine.UN website, and even then, it's like the numbers are still not as much as the civilian casualties numbers from Gaza. So anyway, thank you for watching the video.